Okay, so this is my Porifera project. Um, so yeah, here it goes. The characteristics of all sponges are that they are asymmetrical, multicellular, made of cells, sessile, protozoans, aquatic, and filter feeders. Now the first, uh, sorry, the first class of sponges, or porifera, is the calcarea. They are made of calcium. They have calcium carbonate spicules. They're needle-shaped, 3 or 4 rays, all body forms, and are marine. Next class is hexantinolita. I can't pronounce this. I'm sorry. Um, they're considered the glass sponges. The spicules are made of silica. They're 6-rayed. They're cup or vase shaped, and they are the cycon and leucon body forms only. And the last class are the Demospongae, which are considered the bath sponges. They have silica spicules and or spongin. They're brightly colored, needle-shaped, only the leucon body, freshwater sponges, and 90% of the 5,000 known belong in this group. Now here comes the cell types and their jobs. The pinacocytes are the first set that we have. They are analogous to the epidermis. They are thin, flat cells living on the outer surface. They are mildly contractile, and they can be specialized porocytes for water regulation. Next is the porocytes, which are just like the pores in the body. They're contractile and they regulate water through the body wall, or as known, or how I remember it, pores. Yeah, porocyte. Next is the mesohyl. It is the jelly-like layer made for secretion, transport, storing food, and reproduction. Hope you like my picture there. Alright, these are the choanocytes. They line the inner chamber. They are flagellated cells. They have a collar-like ring, hence their nickname, collar cells. They create water currents, link sponges to protists called choanoflagellates. These are known as the spicules. They are the skeleton of the sponge. They have needle-like spikes. They are formed by amoeboid cells made of calcium carbonate, and they're used for the support in the shape of the sponge. And last, this is the spongin. They are the fibrous proteins. They are made or have collagen, and they're used for defense against predators. Our next section is of body forms, the ascon, cycon, and leucon body forms. The first and most, or least common, is the ascon. They're simple, vase-like. They have a single osculum at the top. They have the ostia leads to the sponge coil lined with the collar cells, or choanoflagellates. Choanocytes, my bad. The next is the cycon, which in this one the sponge wall folds, and they have the dermal pores where the water enters. They have a radial canal that leads to the sponge shell. And the last and most uncommon, or have lots of surface area. They have the extensive branched canals. They have many oscula. The surface area helps with the filter feeding. And the water enters the ostia through the choanocyte-lined chambers. Excurrent canals lead water to the osculum. And here comes the reproductive ways of the sponges. In the sexual sponges, they are monoecious, which means male and female. They don't self-fertilize, so they fertilize each at different times. The choanocytes undergo meiosis to form the sperm and egg released by the osculum. They have internal and external fertilization, and they have random mating. In the asexually, they make gemmules, or cysts, that undergo schizogeny, right? Yeah, and they have regeneration by fragmentation, or as known as budding. Now, as my chosen topic, I chose why do sponges, or what do sponges eat? And they eat tiny floating organic particles and plankton that they filter from the water that flows through their body. Food is collected in the choanocytes and brought to other cells by amoebocytes. Now, who eats sponges? Sponges don't have very many predators thanks to the chemical toxins that they give off. The only animal that consumes a sponge is the nudibranch, or sea slug. The sea slug can actually use the sponge's own toxins against them. Thanks for watching!